Good evening and welcome to a rainy homecoming night at Williams Stadium for our game between the Plano East Panthers and the Sachse Mustangs. Hello everyone, I'm Steve Reeves. I'm joined by my great partner Bobby George. Bobby, tell you what, it's been a tough start so far for the Mustangs. Of course, they started 0-2, but they've played some really tough opponents. This Plano East team's not going to be any different.
Yeah, they played Coppell and Euless Trinity. Both teams are just magnificent, big schools, and they really stayed in the game with both those teams. So, you know, tonight is going to be, can we handle somebody else that's not quite that big, and let's see what they can do with it. I mean, you've got some great offensive players here for Sachse. I mean, you've got Anthony Beltran as the quarterback. He's running at about, he's thrown the ball 40 times. He's completed 25 of them, so about 63% and 249 yards for the year. So, you know, we'll see if he can really spread the ball around, because other than that, they really run it a lot, and they share the ball with 4 or 5 different running backs. So we'll see how they do on offense here.
Set for kickoff, the Panthers are kicking to the Mustangs, and ball's going to be taken at the 24-yard line by number 11 of the Mustangs. He's going to come to the left. Boy, and he is down the sideline, and he's taken off his feet at around the 50. So a great return there by number 11 of the Mustangs. That's Trent Dean. And the Mustangs will start with pretty good field position. Real quickly, Bobby, just to set it as we take a look at the replay here.
Yeah, you see this. I was looking at it and I was thinking, why is he running so far that direction? Usually you want to go straight up the field. But then you look over there and there is a whole wall of orange jerseys. So they were setting up a wall on that far side. So he just went and took it to the house over there. Trent Dean, 6'1", 190 pounds.
So the Mustangs set here on offense. The quarterback actually starting tonight, Xavier Foreman, number 12, and he goes back straight, drop back. He's looking to throw it deep. He's got a man out there who runs right under it, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Mustangs on the first play from scrimmage, 52 yards.
Wow, Miles Nash just runs a streak down the sideline. Well, how you like coming in as, you know, just first pass of the day, number 12 right there, Xavier Foreman.
Boy, beautiful throw that time as well, and hit him in stride, Bobby, as you mentioned, and that's 6'4", the Mustangs. They strike quickly.
Yeah, here we were thinking Anthony Beltran was going to start, and Xavier Foreman comes in, 6'2", 215-pound junior.
There's going to be a penalty on this play.
Free play.
They're going to let him play it out, and boy, he takes a big hit there by the Plano East Panthers. Again, penalty flag on the play, though, and I believe that's going to be an offside against the Panthers. And we'll redo the extra point.
Usually when that happens, you know, the guy starts yelling some kind of an audible as he's running, and one of your ends kind of flares out into the back of the end zone, so you have somebody to throw to. But I didn't see anybody moving at all, so he just had to run it and get clobbered.
There's your call, offside.
Offside called
against the Panthers, and so the Mustangs will move a little closer here and keep the extra point unit on the field. Well, a quick strike for the Mustangs, and they get on the board early here in this one. There's the hold, a good hold. The kick is up, looks good, and it is good. So 52-yard touchdown throw on the first play from scrimmage for the Mustangs. They are on top, 7-0 here over Plano East. We'll be back after these messages. Set for the kickoff after the touchdown, and it's a low line drive kick. It's going to be taken right around the 15-yard line and returned by the Panthers. Boy, a pretty nice return, and then he gets thrown to the ground right around the 29, let's call it the 30-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will start. 1st and 10 here, their first possession of the evening.
After watching a couple of games here at GISD, And then watch this game. Already, you can see, even on the kickoff, how fast this Sachse team is. I mean, that ball was a line drive kind of a kick, and it didn't have any height on it. And, boy, Sachse got down there so quick to cover that kickoff right there.
Number 1, Brandon Mallory, the quarterback for the Panthers, and his throw goes off the hands of number 4, Joseph Carter, falls incomplete, and that was nearly intercepted.
Well, he took one right in the back right here. You can see, as soon as he misses that, boom, he gets hit. Well, you got to catch that one. Make it. Go ahead and make it. If you're going to get hit, you might as well catch it, right?
That's exactly right.
You think maybe these guys are a little bit not warmed up good enough. You know, they went and warmed up, and then they went back into the locker room and set for about an hour and 15 minutes, and then now you've come back out to play, and maybe they're just not warmed up yet.
On that 2nd down and 10 play, they ran the option there. Quarterback kept it himself and got nowhere. He got tackled right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and 10 coming up here for the Panthers. Got a double wing look here. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 2 to the top.
Really, they're running a 1 linebacker set too. Look here, you got 4 down defensive linemen and 1 linebacker.
Yeah, the outside receiver there to the top of the screen moved a little early, so a procedure call will go here against the Panthers. That'll set up a 3rd down and 15.
Interesting. See, then now they know that they got to have to throw the ball here. So Sachse's got 4, 5, 6 guys playing the pass. They got 2 safeties and 4 corners.
Trips look this time on 3rd and 15 for the Panthers. There's a snap. Quarterback looking to throw it. Pressure comes. He's going to be hit and dropped. Woo! A big sack by number 94 of the Mustangs, Josh Stafford.
6 foot, 235 pounds, coming straight up the middle. Boom! Nice job right there. You know, they got that pressure from the outside. Quarterback steps up. Boom, you got him in the middle. Nice job. And you know, it looks like Sachse's double teaming their main wide receiver, so there was nobody to throw to.
Well, so a quick 3 and out after the 1 play from scrimmage touchdown by the Mustangs. They're going to get the ball back here. Punt off the side of the foot. Boy, they're going to get great field position here, Bobby, as they're going to mark it up here probably around the 35 and right at the 36, as a matter of fact. So, boy, that is about a 16-yard punt, and the Mustangs are going to set up shop here inside Plano East territory at the 36. Here's a look at number 12, the quarterback, Xavier Foreman, back out on the field. And why not after that first play from scrimmage?
Yeah, come out, just throw your first play from scrimmage, and boom, 56-yard touchdown.
Empty backfield here for Foreman. And they're going to bring Miles Nash, number 4, back into the backfield. There's the snap. They're going to fake the handoff. He's looking to throw. He's got a man right out in the flat, and that's going to be a first down throw to number 6, Chase Cromer, a gain of about 12.
Very nice. Looky there. Chase Cromer just runs about a 6-yard, 7-yard turnaround. You can see him right here. Just sit there. Just beautiful pass. Put it right in his numbers. Hey, that's what you got to do. Just toss it around out there a little bit. Makes it look easy, doesn't he?
And we have a whistle here. There's going to be a procedure called here against the Mustangs. And that will move them back 5 yards. So a good start here for Sachse. 7-0 with 9:39 remaining here in the first quarter. And they are in Panther territory once again. There's a look at the head coach for the Mustangs, Coach Red Behrens.
He's had a good winning program for a long time here.
First down to 15, straight drop back. He's looking to throw. Here comes the pressure. He tucks it and runs. Oh, and he loses the football. I believe Plano East is recovered. And the first turnover of the game, number 22 for the Panthers, comes up with it. That's Johnny Cisnero.
Boy, he has Cameron Cromer wide open, just over in the flats. Nobody even around him, but he decides to take it up the middle. If you got to do that, you're going to have to cover that ball up. You cannot let it come out. Now, it's wet outside. It's been raining. The ground's wet. The ball's probably getting a little slippery, but you've got to try to hold on to that thing.
Fumble that time forced by middle linebacker Trenton Darby, and Panthers back in business. The handoff to the left, and he gets hit after a gain of about 1. Let's give him 2 on the play. They're going to mark it out around the 27, so 2nd down and 8 after the big hit by number 95, Ryan Jones.
I mean, I thought he was going to have some room to run, and then where did Ryan Jones come from? Here he is getting tied inside, and boom, he sees it, comes out and puts a shoulder pad on him. I mean, I thought he had some running room right there, but Ryan Jones just does a great job.
2nd down and 8 for the Panthers. Snap to Mallory. He's going to play action here. Look across the middle. He's got a man, and he cannot hang on to it. So that's 2 throws to number 4, Joseph Carter, and both have gone in and out of his hands.
I mean, that's a first down right there. You catch that ball, you got a first down. Otherwise, now you're sitting at 3rd. Sets right in the pocket. Boy, that one just got right in his hands and right out.
3rd down and 8 here for the Panthers. Not even 4 minutes into the first quarter. Mustangs on top 7-0. Get a pretty good Plano East team as well, Bobby. They come in at 2-0 here on the season and played a couple of pretty good teams that have made it look easy so far. Snap to Mallory. He's looking to throw it. He's got time. He throws it out and hit a little bit behind his receiver that time, and pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, but you get 3 drop passes like that, and that sets up for a 4th down, and you're having to punt it away.
Intended receiver was the senior Braylon Henderson, but 4th down and 8 now. The Panthers looking to punt it away once again.
Well, you can see the rain coming down, and these dedicated fans out here on their homecoming night, they cleared the stands earlier. Everybody had to go sit in their cars for a while. Now they've come back out.
Punt is away, and no fair catch called. And, boy, that is number 7 for the Mustangs, Derek Rose, and he gets about 4 yards, Bobby, before he gets upended, but still pretty good field position. A flag comes out late, and we will check this.
Plano East, they've kind of gotten away with it a little bit. Looks like a block in the back there. But they've gotten away with some poor play, and Sachse's just been able to, fumble the ball or, get themselves in trouble here early because they've had some pretty good field position.
Yes, they have. Of course, that penalty is going to mark them back a little further. Going to start at their own 40, but still, once again, pretty good field position for the Mustangs here on their 3rd offensive possession of the game. Quarterback continues to be Xavier Foreman. There's a snap, and he's going to hand it off this time. And, boy, pretty big hole.
Oh.
And a nice tackle made by the Panthers, number 14 there. That is Trenton Darby, but good run there by number 4, Miles Nash. He's a good one.
That's the first time we've seen them actually run the ball, and there was a lot of running room. Get your guys coming over there, your big lineman, setting that hole for him to get in, and, boy, he got upended.
Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd down and 4. Play action, and he throws, and boy, in and out of the hands that time of number 7, Derek Rose. Pretty good coverage by number 7 of the Panthers as well.
I think Rose thought he had one going to the house right there. Just a nice throw. He put it right on the money.
So the incomplete pass sets up a 3rd down and 4. Mustangs looking to get to midfield to pick up the 1st down, and we are just now 4 minutes into this ball game. There's the snap, straight drop back, 3-step drop. He's going to look deep.
Going deep again.
And, boy, that time it was almost picked off. Once again, good coverage by, back there by number 7 of the Panthers.
He has him. If he puts a little bit more on that, I think Rose has got to step on him. He comes back and plays defense and has to knock the ball down.
Zagnawa Chukwu for the Panthers on the coverage, and the Mustangs looking to punt here for the first time. Of course, they've had 3 possessions. They've had a touchdown, a fumble, and now a turnover on downs. And there is the kick. And it's going to be taken at about the 19-yard line. This one's returnable. Number 17 still on his feet, and then finally taken down at around the 28-yard line. So a return of about 11 yards for number 17 of the Panthers, Josh Allison.
Man, when you think back about that third down, they go deep right there with that long throw to Derrick Rose. But, you know, each time they've run the ball, they've gotten some nice yardage, and they had 3rd and 3. They could have probably got that first down and keep that drive alive, but they went deep and tried to get the 7 on them.
So the Panthers start their 3rd possession of the game here. No first down yet for Plano East. Looking for their first one. 1st and 10 at the 29. There's the snap. We're going to quick pitch out to number 27, trying to get outside. Boy, and he gets taken down right around the line of scrimmage. Pretty big hit there by number 10 on your screen for the Mustangs, Bryce Robinson.
Yeah, and follow up by Micah Buchanan. Boy, they had that one tied down. Now, it looks to me like this defensive squad out here, they are double teaming one of the receivers every time, and they're going to make somebody else beat them here.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers.
The thing that happens here, though, is if you've got your safeties double teaming on one side because they've got the spread offense, if they ever run the ball and get through that front 4, he's got a lot of running room to go.
Boy, he's got time. He finds his man. He breaks the tackle. Boy, nice throw and catch that time for the Panthers, and across into Sachse territory to around the 34 is number 16 for the Panthers, Jalen Anderson.
He gets a little bit of time, just throws that post route. The defense was there. He just wasn't able to hang on.
Back to live action. The handoff to 27 to the right side, and that's a pretty good run for that young man. Number 27 for the Panthers, Trey Scott Jones. And a gain of about 6, Bobby, on that first down run.
Yeah, it looks like Sachse, they just trust so much in those big front 4 that they think they're not going to get through on them.
There's the throw, looking deep
picked
for the end zone, and it may have been picked. I believe it has.
Braylon Brooks.
Yeah, there is a penalty flag. I think that was a free play, Bobby. It looked like the Mustangs had jumped offside, and so I think it was a free play.
Boy, he played that very nice.
So that should give the Panthers an automatic first down. And obviously will negate the interception. Here's a look at the replay, Bobby.
Yeah, they got off the edge just a little quick. But boy, he played that really nice. He was looking back at the ball, was able to time it in the air. Went up and got it. Beautiful play.
So the 5 yards will give the Panthers a first down. They are setting up at the 22-yard line of the Mustangs.
And you can see right there that it is raining on them out there. So that ball will be getting slippery.
There's a snap and the fake on the pitch there. Boy, nice job that time by the blitzing linebacker. That's number 44 for the Mustangs in on that tackle, Jordan Brooks.
I mean, all the way down this lineup, every time you see somebody, they're 6 foot, 200 pounds, and he's one of them, Jordan Brooks, playing that middle linebacker.
Loss of 2 on the play sets up a 2nd down and 12 here for Plano East. Panthers trailing this game 7-0 early on. We've got just under 6 minutes left in the first quarter. There's a snap and looking to throw it. He throws it across. He's got a man wide open, but he cannot connect with number 12, Braylon Henderson. There's a look at the senior quarterback, Brandon Mallory, for the Panthers.
He just catches him right underneath the protection. I mean, you got these safeties. They're setting back about 15 to 20 yards, maybe 10 to 15, but then they run to that little post right in front of the safeties, and it's right behind the linebackers. There's a lot of room to throw right there.
There's a big 3rd down, 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. He's got time.
He's covered.
He's going to throw across the middle. He's got a man there, and he cannot hang on to it. Once again, looking for number 12, Braylon Henderson, Bobby, who found a little bit of room there.
Well, what happens is the quarterback has too much time to throw the ball right there. He's got so much time. Look how much time he's got. He's just sitting, and he's waiting for that post to come all the way across the field. We call it a little drag pattern. He runs straight up the field and drags all the way across the line of the goal line. And you just kind of throw it out there and let him run under it. Quarterback wasn't able to make the play.
So it looks like the Panthers going for it here on 4th down and 12, but they're going to call a timeout, it looks like. And, yeah, they're going to talk about this kind of in that no man's land. And we'll keep it here, Bobby, and talk a little bit about what we've seen so far in this first quarter. And there you go. You can see their shot of the Mustang crowd on homecoming night. And unfortunately for those young fans, it's been raining here for most of it. But a pretty good first quarter, at least starting out for the Mustangs. And, of course, they had held Plano East on their first 2 possessions, Bobby, without a first down. But Plano East has got something going here on this drive.
Yeah, and you got to wonder if that pass right there would have been a touchdown if it wasn't raining. I think that ball has gotten slippery. We've already seen 3 or 4 drops. So when they're up close and he's able to throw the ball pretty hard, it's like going right through their hands. I mean, look at that rain right there. So it looks, you know, when you're watching it on TV and everything, it doesn't look like it's raining too much, but really it is raining and that ball is wet. So like that could have been a touchdown right there if he was able to throw that and put that ball out there. I mean, as it was about a 35-yard throw in the air. So, you know, you got to say maybe that rain is causing that. They're in no man's land here. Now it's 4th down. You can't punt it from here. You probably can't kick it. Might as well go.
They're going to go, and they're going to be hit and dropped by number 10 of the Mustangs, Bryce Robinson, the big linebacker, and that's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Mustangs will take over first and 10.
I like the way they did that. You know, they look like they just had a 4-man rush, and then Bryce Robinson comes in on a delayed blitz. Look at that. That's a beautiful play call right there. That was designed. That wasn't an accident.
So the Panthers get a little bit of offense going there, but the drive finally does stall, and the Mustangs take over first and 10. So Foreman and crew out here, see if they can put some more points on the board, and they're going to hand it off this time to number 4. Trying to find a hole there, Bobby. Pretty good defense up front there for the Panthers.
Yeah, Miles Nash, they first lined up, I was like, well, this is going to be a running play because they've split the receivers out so far. They're trying to get the corners and safeties out there. So if Miles Nash is able to break through that three or four guys, then he will be off to the races. And, you know, now they're in the passing formation here.
3 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom. There's the snap, the fake handoff on play action. Boy, and that was almost picked off. Interesting, Bobby. It looked like the receiver there, Trent Dean, stopped. It was a quick slant that time, but it did look like he had stopped on the play, and the cornerback jumped the route there and almost picked it off.
Nice fake. Zip it out there. Yeah. I'm not sure if he knew what – I don't know if the ball was thrown as a slant or he was supposed to run the slant, but either one, they had a little miscommunication there, and it could have cost them.
So a 3rd down and long now for the Mustangs, 3rd and 8 to be exact. Double wing formation here, and Nash in the backfield along with Foreman. There's the snap. Straight drop back. Here comes pressure. He's going to get out of it. He's got a lot of room out here.
Get upfield.
And I think he's going to have the first down. Knocked out of bounds by number 18, Tyler Owens, but I think he does have just enough to pick up the first.
He raced him to the sideline. I think he got it. There's plenty of room out there. Ooh, show some speed to get out there and get him too.
Yeah, took a pretty big shot again, but he gets up and runs back on. So first and 10 for the Mustangs at the 44-yard line. There's a snap, play action once again. They got a man. Well, they just can't connect, Bobby. They're not able to hook up on those plays just yet.
Boy, he was wide open too. If he just don't throw it so hard, it looks like he's really trying to throw a bullet. If he can just place that ball, you got plenty of room to run. Just let it fly. It could be the water too. That ball's wet.
There's a look at the junior quarterback for the Mustangs, number 12, Xavier Foreman. Got another quick stoppage of play here. They're going to send one of the players off. Looks like Trent Dean's coming off the field, so just an official timeout. We'll get back underway here. 4:26 remaining in the first quarter. The Mustangs on top 7-0, and the ball at a 2nd down and 10 here at the 44-yard line. Send a man in motion, and Foreman's looking to throw. He's got all sorts of time. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Boy, makes a pretty nice move, and picks up about 4 yards.
Probably a good decision to take that and run with it, because it looked like all his receivers were, kind of covered up. They had double team over the top of them.
So they're going to mark it at the 49, so let's give him 5 on the run. It's going to set up 3rd down and 5. Foreman with the snap and hands the ball off, and boy, the Panthers defense there to swarm around him. Number 66 made the initial hit, Jalen Brown, and it's going to set up 4th down and 5.
Boom. I mean, he just got off his block and he just about took the handoff. I mean, he was there so fast. Woo.
So punt formation here for the Mustangs, and Panthers going to send 2 back to return this. Well, high snap, but punter able to grab it, and a pretty good punt is going to send the Panthers back inside the 15. And here comes the return, trying to get outside, cuts it back, and taking off his feet and around the 27-yard line. So a pretty nice return there by number 17 of the Panthers, Josh Allison, and they'll take back over on offense.
Yeah, nice job right there. I thought, that ball, he punted it nice. It was a good tight spiral all the way down, and just good coverage on the punt team.
So Panthers 1st and 10 here at the 27-yard line as we approach 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. There's the snap. Looking to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. I believe that's Hunter Spears with the tackle.
I tell you what, they are just kind of dominating that front 4 right there. He didn't have much time to throw the ball at all. He just drives his guy backwards. That's a big man right there, Hunter Spears, 6'4", 280 pounds.
Yeah, of course, they're glad to have him back. He missed all of last season, Bobby, due to an injury, and well, I know Coach Barron's happy to have him on that defensive line as one of the leaders. There's the snap. Handoff goes outside, number 27, and boy, the Mustangs defense came up, played it pretty well, and it's going to set up 3rd down and about 14.
Defense, man, they're flying to the ball.
Sorry about that, Bobby. Number 27, Trey Scott Jones with the carry, and here's a look at it.
He gets outside, but you got so many guys coming up from safety and corners. Fast.
So another 3rd down and long here for the Panthers. There's a snap. They're going to throw it out here, a little swing pass, and boy, able to drag him down from behind. Number 10, Bryce Robinson, who's having himself a first quarter here, Bobby, and nice play there to set up 4th down.
You see Baylor Carter jump over him like that? That's pretty good.
There's a look at Robinson. He is a senior linebacker here for the Mustangs, a highly sought-after young man. And he'll have plenty of college offers for sure. Here comes the punt for the Panthers. Boy, that punt goes straight up in the air.
From it.
And it takes a Mustang bounce, and they finally downed it around the 37-yard line. So officially that's going to be registered as an 11-yard punt. You're exactly right.
Their last punt went for about 16.
So really the story of this first quarter so far has been field position, as the Mustangs have been in Plano East territory much of the first quarter. And they currently have the 7-0 lead over the Panthers.
You would think with this offensive line, it looks like they've got the size and weight and strength to be able to drive this, defense back and have some running room. I mean, I think they would have a lot of room to run if they just really dedicated to running that thing.
Send one in motion. There's a snap. The throw out to number 5. Boy, nice defensive play once again. Number 7, Sagna Wachukwu, and
well, he came to play tonight.
Yeah, he's had a really good first quarter here for the Panthers on the outside.
Zip it out there, and man, you've got to. Your other receiver has got to put pads on him if you're going to throw that screen pass like that. You just got to make a good block. You can't let that guy fly through there and get your back hurt.
Loss of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 14 now for the Mustangs. There's a snap. The handoff goes inside, and once again, big number 66 for the Panthers there initially, and along with number 43 to make the stop, and that's going to be a gain of only about 1 yard, sets up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, 66 just blowing it up in there. Yeah, he's getting in the backfield every time. They're going to have to double team. Now, he's right over the center. So as soon as he's snapping that ball, that big number 66 is coming through there.
We are inside of 30 seconds remaining here. 3rd down and about 15 is what the Mustangs are facing. There's a snap to form, a straight drop back. He's got time. He's got a lot of time now. He's going to be flushed out, and he throws it low. His intended receiver that time, I believe number 7 it was. Pass falls incomplete. It will set up 4th down.
Well, they just haven't had much going on outside that very first play where he throws it deep for 56-yard touchdown. Outside of that, they've just not had a lot of luck throwing the ball or running it.
Yeah, they've had a field position, Bobby, for sure. So punt attempt coming up here for the Mustangs. Once again, the Panthers are going to send 2 back to return. There's a snap, a good snap this time. The kick is away, a nice high kick. A fair catch is called for and made at around the 8-yard line.
I don't think they're even going to have a call there, but he did wave it, and then he kind of took off to run it, and then Sachse hit him, and so they just said no call.
Look at number 91 coming off the field as he was right there just in case fair catch wasn't called for. Alex Kenobi, and looks like we're going to have 1 play remaining here in the quarters. We are down to 1 second remaining. Plano East has a 1st and 10 at their own 8.
I think I'm going to try to run this ball out of here. I'm not going to try to throw it and get sacked because they've been getting a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, but they are going to throw it. That ball's tipped at the line of scrimmage. I believe that was number 90, Hunter Spears, that got his hand on it, but at any rate, the pass is incomplete, and we have come to the end of 1 quarter here at Williams Stadium. Our score, the Sachse Mustangs 7, the Plano East Panthers 0. We'll be back after these messages on GRS TV. Back for the start of the 2nd quarter here. Plano East with a 2nd down and 10. There's a snap, and he's going to throw it across the middle once again. A wide open receiver. This time the catch is made, and they're going to say he was down as the ball popped loose. That's number 4 with the catch, Joseph Carter. And Bobby, quickly, if you want to read some of the first quarter stats.
Yeah, Sachse and Plano East both playing great defense. Neither team has been able to put much up on the board as far as stats. Sachse 83 yards, but 56 of it came in the very first play from line of scrimmage for the touchdown. So outside of that, they've had 22 yards rushing, 3 penalties for 25 yards. So it's just pretty much why they're having to punt so many times. They've punted 3 times.
Boy, that was a dangerous throw that time, and jumping the route was the linebacker right there, number 44. And he got his hands on it, Bobby, but couldn't quite come down with it. That was a real dangerous throw by the quarterback.
Yeah, now Sachse's been playing some awesome defense, as you can see right there, where he just jumps in front of that, and that's why Plano East has only had 27 total yards that whole first quarter.
2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. Again, just underway here in the 2nd quarter. 7-0 Sachse over Plano East. This is of course, the tune-up for the Mustangs before district play begins. And boy, here comes pressure.
Woo!
And once again, the Mustangs have registered a sack.
They are dominating that front 4.
Once again, number 90, Hunter Spears, in on the tackle.
Big number 98, and then Spears coming through there. Boy, that's awesome when you got some guys like that that can really rush the quarterback.
As you mentioned, 98, Jack Forthman, he'll get half a tackle on that as well. Third down and long once again. The handoff on the draw up the middle. Pretty nice little run by number 27. He's going to be well short of the first down, but he's going to get about 10 yards on that carry, Bobby. That is Trey Scott Jones, and it's going to set up fourth down and about 9.
Well, you know, they say if you've got somebody that's rushing the quarterback that hard, you run straight at them, and it'll slow them down a little bit. And it worked perfectly right there.
So once again, the Mustangs should get pretty good field position as number 7,
Oh.
Derek Rose, standing at around his own 45. There's the punt, and boy, it's a nice punt. It's going to drive him all the way back to the 35. Now he cuts through. He's got some running room here, a nice lane. He's going to be across midfield and then finally tackled around the 44. So a good return that time by Derek Rose after a good punt by the Panther punter.
I think the refs had a couple of opportunities to call a penalty there. I think it looked like they jumped off sides at the very beginning of the play, and then right here you get a block in the back that they missed. So both plays, Mustangs just kind of escaped one there. Got a good field position out of it.
Yeah, once again they started in Plano East territory, and looks like the Panthers going to call a timeout here. So a timeout for the Panthers. That is, I believe, their second charge timeout here of the half. And we will take a quick break. Our score, Sachse 7, Plano East nothing. First down and 10 for the Mustangs after the second charge timeout called by the Plano East Panthers. Mustangs need to take some opportunity here, Bobby, with this good field position.
I think that they really need to establish the run right here, and that way it can open up the passing game.
And there you go, handoff right up the middle to number 21 of the Mustangs, KJ Williams. Goes for about a yard, but Bobby, you called it, and you may be right. They may start looking at doing that to open up some of the passing game, as you stated.
Yeah, and they've got the speed. They can get outside. Now, it looks like the Panthers are running a 3-3 defense, so they got three down linemen and 3 linebackers behind it.
Gain of 1 on the play, second down and 9 for the Mustangs. 3 receivers down here to the bottom of your screen. And he's looking that way, pump fake, and then trying to go deep to Derek Rose, who makes the catch. No, he doesn't. Well, I'm not sure if number 26 of the Panthers got his hand in there and knocked it away, Solomon Hudson, but it looked like it was going to be a great catch by the 6'2 Derek Rose.
Yeah, and they're not afraid to throw it deep, and Derek Rose can go up and get it. Looks like, did he get his, he popped his hand in right at the very last second.
What a nice defensive play. Great work by our camera crew.
Oh, man. Rose had it, pulled it down, and was turning to run, basically, when the defender's hand knocked it out.
So third down and 9 here. There's a snap for him, looking to throw it. Gets flushed out a bit. He's going to try to run it, and he throws it. And see, I don't see a flag, so he apparently did not. He was awfully close to the line of scrimmage, but I guess he got it away before them. But the pass does fall incomplete. It's going to be fourth down once again.
Getting stuffed on first down, it's leaving them with second and long each time, and they've not been able to complete that second down play, and so it leaves you with 3rd and 10, and that's where it's happening. They get 3rd and 10 and they don't convert, and they're having to punt the ball. You've got to establish some kind of yardage on that first down play.
So another punt here, and this
Beautiful.
one goes out of bounds at around the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him, it looks like, at the 21. That's number 34 kicking the ball for the Mustangs, Addison Perez, and he's been busy here in this first half, and you hope it doesn't come back to haunt the Mustangs again. They've had great field position, but so far only 7 points on the board.
Yeah, you got to establish that run. You got to get it 2nd and short or 2nd and 5, something manageable where you have the opportunity to throw the ball or run the ball on 2nd down.
First down snap, the throw out there. Boy, that's a dangerous throw, but the catch is made, and it's number 4 for the Panthers, Joseph Carter, who gets outside for a gain of almost 5 yards.
Well, it looks like he sold that one.
Whoa.
Ooh. I believe number 33, James White, was going for the touchdown. He was going to pick that ball off, and it just went right. It's a game of inches.
Handoff
sure.
Up the middle. Sorry, Bobby. And nice run. He's going to be about 2 yards, maybe 3 yards shy of the first down. Time number 27 with the carry for the Panthers, Trey Scott Jones. Got 3rd down and 3 here coming up for Plano East. Approaching the 8-minute mark here of the second quarter. The Mustangs on top 7-0 on this wet night at Williams Stadium. There's a snap. They're going to quarterback run it here to the right. He's going to have the first down and more as he gets close to the 40-yard line before he's taken off his feet. Brandon Mallory with the first down.
That's a smart play. Now, you know, they had 3rd and really short, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, there was a flag on the play.
On the offense.
I'll bring it back.
That's going to bring it back, a chop block call against the Panthers, and that one hurts because, again, Plano East was going to have a 1st and 10 at around the 40, but the 15-yard penalty will back them way up.
That's what you want to do. You want to have it 3rd and short. That way you can run it or throw it, and it worked out for them, except they got that penalty and bring them way back.
Ball's going to be marked just right inside the 15-yard line. So, again, we go from a 3rd and, about 2 to a 3rd and 17.
3rd down, 18.
And I believe another timeout has been called. This time I believe the Mustangs called it. And they're going to talk about some things here. We've got 8:01. We'll just keep it here, guys. It's 7-0 Sachse. And, of course, we've mentioned, obviously, through the broadcast, it's been raining here, and obviously the weather's been a factor in this game. But, pretty impressed with both defenses. Neither team thus far has over 100 yards in the game.
Yeah, Sachse's held them to 47 total yards. Well, let's see, about 59 total yards. They've held them really well. I mean, they've had to punt every time. They haven't even gotten past midfield yet. So Sachse, his defense has really been playing well, and it looks like the rain has quit here. And so we're going to see if both these teams can now not worry about the ball slipping out or trying to play conservative, and see if they can really open it up.
So, again, 3rd down and long as we come back from timeout. That was charged to the Mustangs. And we are back to action. Double wing formation here. There's the snap. Fake handoff. He's going to throw it deep. Looking for number 16. There are 2 Mustang defenders back there. They're able to knock it away. And, boy, nice job by the safety that time to come across, Bobby, and get right on the receivers. He's coming down the sideline.
Yeah, Jamison Loyola playing center field out there, number 32. And he sees that ball. It's hanging up in the air for a long time, and you can see him breaking. He's going after it and comes over. Great defense by the corner as well.
Well, a high snap that time and dangerously close to being blocked. Then he's going to take a bounce and a Panther bounce and finally go out of bounds around the 43-yard line. They're going to actually mark it at the 44. But, again, once again, Sachse is going to have great field position here, Bobby. They've got to get something going offensively.
Yeah, we've just not seen a whole lot except for some long throws down the sideline. They've really not done a whole lot. They've not been able to run the ball. at all. They've been running it on first down every time just about. But they haven't even got to the line of scrimmage from that first run, and it's been setting them up in second and long. So we got to see if they can actually get something manageable on this first down.
Number 12, Xavier Foreman, still in the quarterback here for the Mustangs. There's a snap, and they're going to hand it off to the deep back. That's number 22 for the Mustangs, Sean Coleman, his first carry, I believe, of the evening. And the sophomore running back picks up about 4 yards on the carry.
That way, this time they brought a man in motion, get those linebackers having to play outside because you don't know if they're going to hand it to them.
There's a snap, and boy, a little bit of a mix-up in the backfield. They hand it off to Coleman again, and the Panther defense swarms around him, holds him to a gain of only 1. So it's going to set up 3rd down and 6 once again. And, you know, Bobby, we've talked a little bit in the opener. You had mentioned some of the stats for the quarterback for the Mustangs, Anthony Beltran, and we've yet to see him in the game tonight.
3rd down, 5.
But Foreman so far has taken the reins here from the beginning, and he's got a 3rd down and 5 coming up here for the Mustangs. Snap the fake handoff. Here comes pressure. Screen pass set up, and it goes in and out of the hands of Coleman. Pass a little high, but Coleman, I bet if you asked him, Bobby, he said he'll tell you he should have caught that.
Little high and a little hot. These linemen got to hold their guys just a little longer, though. I mean, you got to at least try to put a body on them before you just let them go. And you can see, like, number 62 right there, he just let his guy run right past him before, and he took off. You got to do a little better than that.
So the Panther defense hold once again, and here comes the boy. A nice return here by number 17. Gets outside. He's down the sideline and finally taken off his feet close to midfield. So this will be the best field position for the Panthers to start here tonight.
Well, some good blocks right there, and then he just shows some speed. He just gets around everybody. Look at that. Kicker has to come over and boom, puts his head down and gets a little action there himself.
Josh Allison with the nice return for the Panthers. Again, best starting field position, 1st down and 10. There's a snap. Straight drop back. He's looking deep down the side.
He's got him wide open.
And
he caught it.
A catch for a touchdown. And guess what, Bobby? The Mustangs touchdown was 52 yards. The Panther touchdown, 53.
Man, that was all in the air. 53-yard pass in the air.
Well, I didn't see what happened there, Bobby, if it was a busted coverage.
The 40-yard line.
But the receiver, number 17, who just had that nice punt return, Josh Allison, was all alone.
I mean, that ball traveled 60 yards in the air.
So the Panthers an extra point away from tying this one up.
Point after try.
In a 52-yard touchdown pass for the Mustangs and a 53-yard touchdown pass for the Panthers, and we're an extra point away here from tying it up. And well, that's right down the middle. A good look from our camera crew, and look at number 17, Josh Allison, after a nice reception, 53 yards, and we'll take a look at it again.
Yeah, we were talking about his speed earlier. So this time you just throw it as far as you can and let him outrun everybody to the ball. And that's exactly what they did right there. Look at that. Just throw it as far as you can and let him go get it.
Look at Allison. We'll just keep it here, guys, is about to be set for the kickoff. And just like that, you know, the Mustangs have held them down, and they're pretty much their end of the field the whole time. And, you know, they get the nice punt return, get it close to midfield, and then it just takes them one play, and here we are back to even.
Yeah, that's what we've been saying, though, about the Mustangs offense. They've just really not had any offense, but they look like they have the guys to do it, and they just haven't been able to put any first downs together, and they just keep punting the ball, giving it to the Panthers, and Panthers made them pay for it.
So the Mustangs send 2 back to return this kick. And we are all knotted up 7-7, and now the Panthers with the edge in total yards, Bobby. They've got 108 now to Sachse's 89, and we've got just about 6 minutes remaining here in the second quarter, 6:14 to be exact.
Yeah, he's 5 of 13 in passing, and just a while ago we were like, well, he's 5 of 12, but he hadn't done much to it. Then you go to that big long bomb, and all of a sudden your stats look really good.
Trent Dean trying to get outside here to the left once again.
He's got the wall.
Still pulling his way forward, but the whistle blew, I believe, a little early.
Yeah, why did they blow the whistle? It looked like he was almost loose.
So this will be interesting. One of the coaches out there for the Mustangs is pointing. And then look at the officials. They're both of them had their hands out like, we're not sure why the whistle was blown on that, but they're going to talk about this one.
But they've got to mark it where the whistle was blown,
yes,
not
do.
4 yards up.
That's exactly right.
Mustangs lose 3 or 4 yards on the play, but they've got to mark it where they blew the whistle.
Yep, and that's what the umpire's going to do here. He's going to set it down, and yeah. Dean was around the 39, it appeared. Once he got tackled, if you will, but I think where they've spotted the ball is about the spot where the whistle blew. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs here. Let's see if they can answer the Panthers touchdown, and there's a penalty flag on the field. And here comes the head official with the call. So a false start called here against the Mustangs. That will back them up 5, set up a 1st down at 15.
The center we got here, Ricardo Ocho, number 55, he's only a sophomore. Out there playing 6A football.
Well, nice run that time by number 4 for the Mustangs, Miles Nash, as he takes it on the end around, and he's going to pick up the penalty yardage and some. He's going to gain around 11 on the carry.
This is what I like. I think you're fast enough to get outside these guys. Now, running straight up at number 66, you're kind of losing that battle. But if you can get outside of him, I think you got an opportunity.
Man in motion once again, and they're going to hand it off to him on the jet sweep, this time to the left side. And Plano East is there. A big hit by number 22 of the Panthers, Johnny Cisnero. And it's going to be a loss, Bobby, I think, of about a yard.
He tries to get outside when really you get about right here. You need to cut it upfield, not try to keep getting outside. You just run out of room.
There's Cameron Cromer that time with the handoff. So 3rd down and 5 now for the Mustangs. They've got to get to the 47 to pick up a 1st down. So we are inside of 5 minutes remaining in the half. Fakes the handoff this time. Straight draw back. Here comes the pressure, and he is going to be sacked. Number 45 for the Panthers came around the end, Bobby, to make the tackle. Kayvon Hamilton.
I think Foreman was looking to go deep down the sideline again. He was wanting to go deep with the throw, but it was completely covered. He had to pull it down and take the sack. He had time to throw it. So you could call that a coverage sack if you want. They were completely covered. He couldn't throw it.
So once again, the Mustangs set to punt it away, and there's the punt, and it's going to bounce, and
that's going to be it. That ball's loose.
And let's see who got it. Mustangs think they have it, but I believe.
Yep.
I believe Plano East did
took a break there.
I think. Yeah, sure did. So number 14 that time, Trenton Darby, is able to come up with it, but boy, that was a dangerous play that time. When you saw number 23 for the Mustangs, and Baylor Carter, he did the right thing. As soon as he saw the, the touch there, he just wiped out.
Yeah, he tried to clean it out, clean the guy out that's going to get it. But the ball just died right there beside their feet.
1st and 10 Panthers. Quarterback is flushed out of the pocket. He's going to try to throw it, and
he didn't get it to the line of to the line of scrimmage. That should be a penalty.
Yeah, the question's going to be, was he outside of the pocket?
Yeah, but even if it's outside, you got to get it to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're not going to call it though. They're going to say it's 2nd down.
Yeah, the rule is you get outside the pocket, you can throw it away like that, but you have to at least get it to the line of scrimmage. And right here, he just throws it straight down.
Pressure that time put on by number 96, Clark Yarborough for the Mustangs. Second down 10, a handoff right up the middle, and here's a big hole. A little bit of speed here to the 40, and finally tracked down at around the 30-yard line, but a huge run that time. Number 27, Trey Scott Jones.
Now, this is what we were talking about. You know, Sachse only has one middle linebacker, so if you can break through that line, you've got a lot of room to run.
Boy, touchdown saving tackle that time by number 3, Braylon Brooks. But once again, Plano East in Mustang territory at the 29, 1st and 10. And they were looking to take the lead here, Bobby, if they can put points on the board. There's a snap. They're going to hand it off again, and this time loss of a yard on the play. Once again, that was number 27, Trey Scott Jones, and we have an injured Mustang. I believe that's number 96. That is Clark Yarborough.
They don't want to lose him. 6'1", 275. He's part of that big defensive line there. They just come in on him so quick. I don't see where he get. I mean, it didn't look like he took a big hit, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's coming off the field here, but yeah, I'm with you, Bobby. Just from the look of the replay there, you couldn't really see anything, but take a look at it again here.
Yeah, it looks like they might have collided a little bit in there together.
Yeah, with his own player, you're exactly right, Bobby. So second down and 11 after the loss of 1. There's a snap. And here comes pressure. The quarterback escapes, so right up the middle. Woo! And he's going to be hit hard and taken off his feet by 2 Mustang players after a gain of about 5.
Boy, they're fast. They get there in a hurry.
Nice scramble. Like you said, Bobby, it closes in a hurry. And the big hit there by the 2 Mustang defenders. It's going to be
Jordan Brooks and Robinson. Boy, they collided quick on him.
So 3rd down and 7 here for the Mustangs. They've got to get to the 19-yard line. Here's the pitch and the reverse. And there's a 1 missed tackle. Nice block by the quarterback. Oh, they're going to get a flag on that.
Yep, that's coming back.
That's going to be a touchdown, and I think that is, boy, that's a questionable call because they're going to get him for a block in the back, but to me, Bobby, like that quarterback was in front. But we'll take a look at it here, I'm sure, on the replay. We'll check the flag here, but they're definitely going to get a illegal block.
Mustangs had him in the backfield. They just missed the tackle.
Number 1, the offense.
So again, the call goes on the quarterback, so the touchdown comes off the board. And yeah, here's a look. We'll see if we can pick it up.
Here comes the reverse. Got everybody going. Yeah, it's hard to see right there, but Mustangs escaped one, though. That's for sure.
So the holding penalty will set up a 3rd down at around 17. And you're right, Bobby, the Sachse dodged a bullet. Let's see if they can come up with the defensive stop here. Got an official timeout. It's one of the Panthers coming off the field. Big play here for the Mustang defense. Got just under 2 minutes remaining here. Plano East was driving, and as a matter of fact, a touchdown just came off the board. They're going to call a timeout. It's their 3rd and final timeout here of the half. So I'll tell you what, Bobby, let's go ahead and take a break right here. We'll come back to live action here in just a moment, but our score with 1:59 remaining in the half, Plano East 7, Sachse 7. Back to live action after the final timeout of the half for the Panthers, facing a 3rd down and 17. And again, a big play here for the Mustang defense. They want to try to hold Plano East off the board.
Think they're going to throw it deep again?
So that quick screen, and the running back could not hang on to it, so it's going to be 4th down here. And looks like the the Panthers are going to bring the punt unit back in.
With the incompletion, going to bring up 4th down, 17.
So the Mustangs definitely dodge a bullet there, Bobby, as the Panthers thought they had a go-ahead touchdown, but it was called back on a holding play, or a holding call, I should say, and now the Panthers set to punt it away. Mustangs not going to return anybody. Punt goes off the side of the foot of the punter, goes straight out of bounds right around the 20-yard line.
I'll take that. That's a good punt. You don't give them any opportunity to return it on you. You pin them inside their 20-yard line. That's a good punt.
So the Mustangs back on offense. They've got 148 with which to work, and so far that potent Mustang offense not even at 100 total yards yet. They're at 94. So let's see if they can get some going here, something going here with the.
Yeah, and what really surprises me is the 3 of 11 for 61 yards in the air.
Foreman all alone, takes the snap. He's looking to throw it out. He's got a man there, and he just kind of bounces it in. I think he was looking that time, Bobby, for number 11, Trent Dean, but he just kind of short hopped it.
Yeah, he sits there and watches his guy all the way, and then I guess there was 3 guys there, and he didn't know which one to throw to, so it went right between all of them.
2nd down and 10. There's a snap. The handoff to number 27, I believe. Pardon me, 21.
That was a nice little scamper.
Yes, it was. He got 5 yards on that 2nd down carry, and Mustangs, of course, in hurry up.
Williams just kind of gets low and scoots through there. Looked like he didn't even have any place to run.
3rd down and 5 here for the Mustangs. Clock continues to run, and the Mustangs not in a big hurry here.
Yeah, we were thinking they were going to be in hurry up, but they're going to let it run all the way down.
Yeah, and then Coach Barron's standing right next to the linesman there, so he's probably going to call a timeout once the play clock gets down to 1.
But why do that? Don't you need all the whole minute, 2 minutes?
Yeah, there's your timeout with the play clock down at 1, just as we suspected. That's the 2nd charge timeout for the Mustangs. Bobby, let's keep it here. Let's talk just, briefly about, you had just mentioned that the Mustangs, 3 of 11, of course, now 3 of 12, but boy, talk a little bit about these stats here in the first half.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that, Sachse is a throwing team. They've got all kinds of weapons on all sides. You've got Trent Dean out there, and you got all these big-time receivers, and you're not been able to get the ball to them. 3 of 12. They've got 61 yards in the air, and of course we know that their running game has not been anything either. They've only had 13 rushing attempts for 33 yards. So I don't know if the Panthers' defense is that great, or if they're just not hitting all cylinders here.
Certainly haven't done a whole lot here in the first half. Now they do still have 58 seconds and 1 timeout.
But wonder why they let the whole clock run all the way down and take that timeout when they're the ones trying to score here.
It's a good question. They're going to hand it off here, trying to get outside. Boy, and there's a big hit right at the down marker. I think he may be marked short. He had to get right on the 30, it looks like, and he may be short.
Yeah, it's KJ Williams gets out there. He takes a big hit, but he also delivers one. Boom. He kind of stands over him and says, yeah, but guess what? He held his ground as well. I guess they're going to give him the first down.
Yeah, they are, Bobby. It's funny. He marked it shy of the 30, but now they've moved it up to the 30 and gave him the first down. So it is 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Right up the middle on the run is KJ Williams, and he gets upended after a gain of only about 3 yards. Number 14, Trenton Darby with that tackle. And, well, the Mustangs look content here, Bobby.
Yeah,
Just let the clock's
running,
out.
and they're running the ball.
4-yard gain.
I think they were afraid they were going to get held and have to punt it.
Yeah, they're in no hurry whatsoever. Again, they have one timeout remaining, but it looks like Coach Barron's just going to let it play out.
That's just not like Coach Barron's and this Sachse team. They know that they, in past, have known they can score in 10, 15 seconds, and they were going to try to do it on you.
Hand off right up the middle to number 22, and he gets tackled immediately.
That'll be
That's
it.
Sean Coleman, and they're going to let the final ticks run off. And that will do it. We have come to the end of the first half here, a kind of interesting end of the first half, and we'll talk about it, of course, when we come back from halftime. Our score at half, the Plano East Panthers 7, the Sachse Mustangs 7. We'll be right back after these messages on GRS TV. Back for the start of the second half here at Williams Stadium. Before we get the kick underway, though, we'd like to share with you some of our first half highlights, and let's roll the tape. Crazy night here at homecoming, as you see a lot of the Sachse fans, the cheerleaders.
Yeah, it started out raining really hard, had a big rain delay.
First play from scrimmage for the Mustangs. Well, nice throw and a nice catch there by Miles Nash. So 7-0 Sachse at that point.
And that's the way to start the game off right there. But after that, really didn't have anything else going for the night.
Look at the quarterback for Plano East. Here's a deep throw, and their lone points of the first half is the nice 53-yard throw and catch.
60 yards in the air, though. He throws that ball a long ways.
Once again, look at the Sachse cheerleaders. We are just underway here in the second half, and little bobble there on the kickoff, and going to be taken down immediately right there at around the 17, maybe the 18-yard line.
We'll see if they're able to, Sachse is able to hold the Panthers this half like they did the first half. The first half, they had 163 total yards is all that Sachse allowed the Panthers to get. 5 first downs, 117 in the air. Of course, the one of, most of it came on that one long 50-yard pass, and then 46 rushing yards. That's all Sachse has let them have.
Hand off to the left side, number 27 for the Panthers. Trey Scott Jones takes the handoff, and it's going to get around left side for about 4. Let's give him 5 yards, Bobby. So a pretty nice run there to start for the Panthers.
Jamison led Hohe home to defense.
Again, not much offense going in the first half, as you stated, Bobby, and see if the offenses get things rolling here in the second half. Second down and 5. There's a snap, straight drop back. He's going to throw it quickly. He's got a man there. Boy, the hit comes right as the pass is delivered, but he holds on to it. A nice catch. Number 4, Joseph Carter, and that's number 2, Micah Buchanan, who put the hit on.
Yeah, Micah Buchanan's playing from safety spot. You can see right there, as soon as he gets his hands on the ball, he takes a lick. Micah Buchanan tries to knock it out, but he holds on for the first.
So that does move the chains. 1st and 10. There's the handoff up the middle, number 27, and big middle linebacker, number 10, Bryce Robinson, with another tackle on the night. He's there to hold him to a gain of only about 3 yards. Have an injured Mustang on the field, and I couldn't get a number there, Bobby. It looked like 90.
Stafford?
Yeah, I was going to say it looked like 94, Josh Stafford. Well, good to see him trying to get up here. Let's look at the replay, see if we can pick it up. Yeah, it looked like maybe his left ankle there kind of turned weird, and
Well, he comes flying around that corner. Yeah, and it looks like he's putting a little pressure on that ankle. Let's see if we can. 94. Yeah, I think his ankle twist right there.
Great slow motion work by our camera crew. Once again, there's a snap, and it's a quarterback draw right at the middle. Gains about 2 yards. It's going to set up 3rd down and 4. And once again, number 10 for the Mustangs in on the tackle. He is a good-looking athlete, Bryce Robinson. He's a 6'1", 180-pound senior.
Yeah, he's everywhere. And he's going to need it because that's the second lineman that's went out, defensive lineman. So they're kind of getting a little banged up in there.
3rd down and 4, quick throw, and it was right on the receiver, and well, he just didn't get his head turned around fast enough. Once he did, it was right on his hands. Josh Allison can't come up with the catch. It's going to be 4th down.
He didn't think it was coming that fast. He wasn't ready for the ball to be there when it got there. Right when he turned around, he puts his hands up. It kind of jammed his fingers a little bit.
So the Panthers set to punt it away. Kick off the side of the foot. It's going to chase Mustangs number 7, Derek Rose, to his right, but he's going to let it bounce and roll, and finally it's going to be down at around the 31, and the Mustangs will come on offense for the first time. So a nice 3 and out here after the initial first down by Plano East here to start the second half. And the second set of downs, if you will, they had to punt it away. So let's see what the Mustang offense can do. And once again, number 12, Xavier Foreman at quarterback for the Mustangs. You know, we talked a little bit, and we'll get into it here in just a second, Bobby, the kind of the strange end of that first half, at least as we saw it. There's a snap. Foreman hands it off. Boy, nice hole up the middle. Breaking a couple tackles, cutting outside to the right.
Good blocking downfield.
And finally knocked out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. That's number 21, KJ Williams.
Boy, that was really patient running when he gets through there, and good balance. It looks like he could lose his balance real easy right here, but he stays down and low, and boom, he's just through there, makes some people miss, and great blocking right there. All the way down the field, leading the way is Chase Cromer.
Quarterback draw right up the middle for Foreman, and he's going to be tackled after a gain of about 5. Well, on that last play, that long run, you know, we've been calling number 66 for the Panthers here a lot tonight, the nose tackle, Jalen Brown, and it looked like on that run play just a moment ago, Bobby, they double-teamed him with the guard and center, and that's what really opened up that hole.
And why not? They've only got 3 down linemen.
Another handoff to KJ Williams to the left side, and he's going to get close to the first down marker. The marking maybe a yard short, so it's going to set up 3rd down and 1. Nice way for the Mustangs to come out on offense.
Yeah, get in there behind those big old linemen and hide.
Snap to Foreman, handoff once again up the middle, and that should be enough for the first down. I believe that was Williams
really
once
close.
again. Well, they may not have the spot for the first down. Looks like he is right on the other side of the 10, just inside the 10, so it is going to be 4th down and 1.
Yeah, 4th and very little. Now take the snap under center and just move forward.
Yeah, you got a big nose tackle there. Of course, this, you know, I'm not sure you don't put a field goal on the board here. It's a chip shot, but here we go. There's a snap, and he's going to get hit. He's not going to get it. And, you know, I'm not sure why you don't kick a field goal there, Bobby. And, you know, the offense hasn't done much here in the game, but a big hold here by the Panthers and a turnover on downs.
I mean, take the ball under center. If you're going to do that, they blitz everybody from the outside, and there's just more guys than you can block there.
Number 20, Jake Hart, right there on your screen, coming up with the big play for the Panthers, and that's a turnover on downs. Boy, Sachse looked like they had some momentum there, Bobby, after the long run by KJ Williams, but boy, good job by the Panther defense there to hold up.
If you've got 3 down linemen, all you've got on defense, that seems like you would go ahead and find a little hole right there and get that inch in.
Play action on first down. They're looking deep into double coverage, and that's going to be a turnover. Number 3, Braylon Brooks with the interception.
Well, there you go again. He's just going to throw it as deep as he can possibly throw it and see if his guys will go over there and outrun everybody to the ball. This time, they throw it to a different receiver, not number 17, but number 12, and he just gets outrun by Braylon Brooks.
Yeah, the other problem with that, Bobby, is he threw into double coverage. Ill-advised to throw that ball. Now, from a Panther perspective, of course, as deep of a throw as it was, it works as a punt. So the Mustangs are going to start 1st and 10 from their own 40. A new quarterback in the game here for the Mustangs. That is a sophomore, Parker Wells, and he is going to be tracked down from behind. So a loss of 5 on that first down play. And here's a look at the sophomore quarterback.
Parker Wells on the carry.
Tries to escape to his right here and then gets tracked down by the linebacker, number 14, Trenton Darby.
Yeah, that's tough. First play in, you don't usually they'll let him hand the ball off, just get used to things and the speed of everything. But no, they put him right out there to throw the ball, and he gets sacked.
And penalty flags on the play. They're going to get a false start called here. We'll let the official call it.
False start. Number 52. Spence. You got it.
Well, that's tough. Like you said, Bobby, you put a new quarterback in. A lot of times they're not, they're not used to his cadence, and that probably caused the procedure there. So the Mustangs lose 5 more, so they went from 1st and 10 to now 2nd and 20 after the 5-yard loss and the 5-yard penalty. Snap to Wells, straight drop back. He's looking, a little bit of pressure. He steps up, still looking. He throws it out, and boy, throws it a little short of the intended receiver. That was number 5, Cameron Cromer. But it will now be 3rd down and 20.
Now he's a sophomore, 6'1", 180 pounds. They're just trying to get something going here. But you give three straight passes. Because now you're in 3rd and long. I'm sure you're going to throw it.
Boy, low snap. Wells able to grab it. Here comes some pressure. He loses the ball. Well, I believe the Mustangs have recovered, but it will set up 4th down. And well, they dodge a bullet there as Wells got hit from behind. So a loss of 5 more. 4th down and 25 now for the Mustangs. So they are looking to punt it away here, and the Panthers send 2 back to return this. They're going to be at their own about the 40-yard line. Here comes the kick. It's a low line drive kick, and boy, letting it bounce. Comes to number 17. He's going to try to return it. Boy, and he gets hit pretty hard right at around the 42-yard line. So that's where the Panthers will start. That was Josh Allison once again on the return.
Yeah, that's a great job of punt coverage right there. I mean, they get down there in a hurry. No running room whatsoever. As soon as he got that ball, they were surrounding him. Boy, that's a tough outing for your first 4 plays. I mean, that's pretty tough. 2 sacks.
There's the handoff to number 27, trying to get around to the left side, and he is tracked down from behind by big number 94. Good to see him back in the game. Of course, remember, it looked like he had hurt his ankle on that last series, and he is back in and makes the tackle. That, of course, Josh Stafford.
Yeah, he does a great job setting that edge. I mean, they were coming right to the outside of him, trying to get outside of him, and he was not going to let them do it. He drug his guy out with him. Stayed on it, and made a beautiful tackle. I mean, that's all you can ask for from big old defensive end.
Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 12 as we are inside of 6 minutes in the 3rd quarter. There's the pitch to number 4 on the end around, and boy, that's going nowhere. Another good play by the Mustang defense. Number 44, Jordan Brooks, comes up to make the hit.
Stafford helps make that play happen right there because he drags it out so far. You're not getting around him. Look at him set the edge right there. takes 2 guys, and that gives enough time for your linebackers, big number 44 Brooks, come out there and help you out. But, you know, if they let him get outside, he has a lot of running room. But it's not happening with big number 94 setting the edge over there.
Just like the Mustangs on their last possession, the Panthers going backwards here on theirs. 3rd down around 15. Trips look to the top of your screen. 3 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. There's a snap and the quick throw out. A wide receiver screen coming out here. And he makes one-man miss. He's going to have the first down and more. Down the sideline. He's to the 15, 10. That's a touchdown, Plano East.
Woo, I tell you. If you're going to do it, make it happen right. I mean, look, they get this little toss over here, and all of these receivers are getting their blocks. Every one of them got a block, got a pancake there, and then it's off to the races.
Well, I thought they had him right here, a nice angle, but he just misses the tackle. And number 16 for the Panthers, Jalen Anderson, takes it in for 6. And just like that, the Panthers have their first lead of the game.
Jalen Anderson on the reception for the score.
So swinging gate here on the extra point attempt. They're going to snap it and hand it off. Number 27, and he is going to fight his way into the end zone. That is a 2-point conversion for number 27, Trey Scott Jones.
Bad snap, and he still gets it up there. I thought they had him, but he keeps his feet just really pumping.
Wow, so a 2-point conversion just like that. It is now 15-7. We'll keep it here. We've got 4:30 left in the 3rd. And, well, I tell you what, they set up that wide receiver screen, Bobby. You know, you had that one-on-one play, and you missed that one tackle, and there you go. He's gone.
Yeah, I mean, they had the numbers over there. Just the offensive receivers were able to get a block on all of their guys. And when you do that, you give them a chance. That's why you throw it out there, because there's not very many people over there. You get them out there on a bunch of one-on-one. You get one good block, get a couple people missing, and now you're down the sideline. Nobody to catch you.
Yep, he's gone. So Plano East again, of course, down on the first play from scrimmage, 7-0 to the Mustangs, and now have 15 unanswered points to take a 15-7 lead. We've got 4:31 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. And here comes the kickoff. It's a deep kick. It's going to come down right inside the 5. And the return is on. Boy, pretty good room out here, and still on his feet. Across the 35 to about the 38. I believe that's number 4. And Bobby, right there on your screen, we may see the reason why the starting quarterback, Xavier Foreman, not in the game. It looks like he has the ice there on his ankle. And number 16, Parker Wells, the sophomore, coming back out on the field.
Well, now you've got a chance to prove that you can play. You're a sophomore. I mean, you're in a big game.
Oh, and the ball gets right by him on the snap.
Oh, boy.
Ball still loose. Plano East thinks they have it. I think they do, Bobby.
Hey, you got white ball.
And Plano East comes up with the recovery. Boy, it was hard to see on the snap, Bobby. I think it just went right through his hands. I don't know if he wasn't ready for it or what. Here comes the replay. He tries to fall on it here, but with big number 80 there for the Panthers, just wrestles it away, it looks like. There's Cameron Crossley, the senior for the Panthers, and just like that, the Panthers get the ball back. 1st and 10 at the Mustang 30.
Boy, things have changed. Now the Panthers have the best field position of this half. They've been on this side the whole time.
There's a handoff. 27 breaks the tackle. He's going to have a nice gain. Once again, that is Trey Scott Jones. He's having himself a pretty nice night here after a slow start. Now becomes also, of course, he has to run off the field for at least a play, but a gain of 8 yards or close to it on that first down carry. And keeps the clock going, and 2nd and 2 coming up here for the Panthers. Wow, how things have changed. There's a snap, fakes the handoff, throws it out. He's got a man boy, but he overthrows him. He was looking again for number 17, Josh Allison, but pass sells just a bit. 3rd down and short coming up.
Yeah, we saw that same play earlier when he turned around and about broke his fingers, but he wasn't ready for it then. And same play here, it just kind of sailed on him. And in fact, it looked like he threw it and before he ever turned around again. So their timing is off on this. I don't know if he's throwing it early or if they're running too long of a route.
There's the pitch, and that's going to be a 1st down and more inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal here for the Panthers. Once again, number 27, Trey Scott Jones with the run, and he is approaching 100 yards here on the night.
Well, I don't see how Bryce Robinson even got over there. I mean, he's playing middle linebacker, and he's the one that makes the tackle. Boy, he's reading the ball really good.
First and goal now for the Panthers. Time for the defense to step it up here for the Mustangs. A low snap, number 27. Boy, nice spin move, still on his feet.
Oh, my goodness.
And he is pushing forward. He is into the end zone, I believe. That's going to be a touchdown, Plano East on an 8-yard carry.
What a run.
Trey Scott Jones. We got an injured Mustang on the field as well.
I think that'll put him over 100 yards on that run. Oh, man.
Just pushing Mustang defenders out of the way. Again, we do have an injured Mustang down now. I don't know who it is. It looks like it may just be a cramp, which would be a good sign. And it is indeed. They're going to get him up now. That's number 32 for the Mustangs, Jamison LaHoye, and I think it was just a cramp, so that is good. But boy, kind of a stunner here as the Panthers have just scored again on an 8-yard touchdown after the turnover. And they now have a 2-touchdown lead. It's 21-7, the extra point attempt coming up.
Yeah, Trey Scott Jones looks like he's got 13 carries now, 100 yards, and a touchdown. So they really have turned it on in this second half.
So the extra point attempt coming up here for the Panthers. There's the snap and hold. The kick is up. And that kick is good. So a rather stunned homecoming crowd right now at Williams Stadium as their Mustangs are trailing our score with 2:53 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Plano East 22, Sachse 7. We'll be back after these messages. Well, the story so far of the second half is that young man right there, number 27, Trey Scott Jones. Bobby, he was fairly quiet in the first half, but he has really picked it up here in the second half.
Yeah, and on that last touchdown, I mean, he just runs over 2 or 3 guys and just really powers himself into the end zone.
Yeah, you had mentioned before he was over 100 yards officially, 14 carries, 115 yards, and of course the one tough touchdown just moments ago. Also has 1 catch for 3 yards on the night as well. So a pretty nice night for the senior running back for the Panthers, or pardon me, is a junior. So the Mustangs need to get things going here. They got plenty of time in the game. Of course, we still in the 3rd quarter.
Got running room.
Yeah, it's a nice return here, although a penalty flag is thrown, and Well, that is a nice return. Number 7 for the Mustangs. Of course, Derek Rose, and we'll check the flag. Of course, Plano East thinks that there was a fumble as well.
And they got it.
Well, I haven't seen an official signal yet. Did you, Bobby? They're still talking about it. And, of course, Plano East certainly thinks they've got the ball. I never have seen an official signal yet, but and of course there is a flag. And I tell you what, their offense is on the field and the Mustang defense is coming out, so they must think they have it.
I tell you what, that sideline over there on the other side of the field is going crazy. Must have been one of their fan favorites that got it.
So here comes your call.
Holding on the return team. That penalty division one. The result of a fumble recovery. First down.
Okay, so they did give the fumble to Plano East. I apologize to our viewers. I did not see an actual call, but there you go. The penalty flag holding against the Mustangs. That obviously is declined, and we'll see if our camera crew can pick it up here.
Yeah, 29.
Boy, great work by the camera crew. As always, GRS TV, simply the best. Picked up the fumble. And that was number 3 with the recovery, Cameron Woods. And here we go, Plano East, 1st and 10. Boy, they get it out to number 12, still on his feet. Don't run backwards, young man. Always go forward.
Yeah, but they're going to give it to him on the 40. They're past the 40-yard line here.
Yeah, it looks like a gain of about 7 to number 12 there, Braylon Henderson. And the Mustang defense needs to come alive right now. 2 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 3 coming up.
That defense has been on the field an awful lot this whole second half.
Yes, they have.
Offense has been going out 3 and out every time.
There's a snap, quick throw out. They have the receiver. He makes one man miss, but pays the price for it. As 3 Mustang defenders there to knock him off his feet. It's going to be 3rd down and short.
Uh-oh.
It looks like we have another cramped. Oh, and that is the linebacker.
He's been everywhere.
And number 10, Bryce Robinson there. Again, that looks like a cramp when you hold your toe like that. So
his calf is cramping up on him. I think a lot of them are cramping up is what's going on here.
Boy, yeah, we got another young man here that's looks to be a little injured as well. I think that's 95.
Well, it's really humid outside. It's been raining. It's been hot. It's humid. They've lost a lot of fluids, and these defensive guys have been on the field, I mean, the whole game basically. And it looks like they're starting to cramp up.
Yep, they sure are.
And when they do that, the offense, they can start pushing their way through there a little bit more. Every time you cramp up, you're not 100% anymore. You just aren't. You see, like every time he takes a step, it wants to cramp.
Yep.
See?
Yeah, he's definitely having a hard time getting off the field. You're right, Bobby. It's once you start getting them, it is really hard to get rid of them.
That's right. So when you get out there and you start playing, if they put you back in the game, you start playing, every time you take a step, you think, oh, it's fixing to cramp, and it starts to cramp. And so you can't play at 100% at that point.
Going to get Robinson off the field here, and hopefully he'll be back in shortly. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 here for the Panthers on offense. They scored 15 unanswered here in the second half to take a 22-7 lead over the Mustangs.
I couldn't see the middle linebacker that's going in and replacing him.
It looks like 50.
Number 50 there.
49 seconds. Thank you.
Devin Kennedy, number 50. Looks like he's going in and replacing him at middle linebacker. 5'11", 190-pound senior.
So here we go, 3rd down and 1. That quarterback's about 7 yards deep. There's a snap. He's going to take it himself to the right side.
And he goes and makes the play.
Well, it's going to be close, Bobby. I think they're going to mark him short by about half a yard. And it is going to be 4th down.
I mean, there you go. You put him in. He's got fresh legs, and look what he does. Reads it, steps in there, and boom.
Well,
stops him.
Yep. Right now, I don't see any sign of them coming up. Boy, this is...
They're short.
You got to kick it here, don't you, Bobby? I mean,
you got to punt it. Well, I don't know. They might feel like
15-point lead.
Yeah, but they might feel like they're really putting the pressure on them right now.
Boy, this is a gutsy call here by the Panthers if they do indeed snap. The play clock getting down inside 5. They may call timeout here with 1 second. I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to take the penalty.
Now, why would you take the penalty?
Yeah, they'll go ahead and punt now. That's delay of game. That may have been designed. At any rate, they're going to bring on the punt unit.
Yeah, they're trying to get them to jump off sides there.
So 4th down and 6 now after the penalty yardage. Punt team on, and number 7 for the Mustangs, Derek Rose, back on the field to return this punt. And a low line drive punt, and this should be returnable when he sidesteps one player, and pretty good job by the Panther defense to converge around Rose, and Mustangs will come out on offense with pretty good field position. Let's see what they can do here as they trail once again by, as we stated, by 15 with 36 seconds remaining here in the 3rd.
Yeah, that didn't net very many yards on that punt right there. That was a nice break right there for the Mustangs.
So the Mustangs need to get things going offensively.
They really do. They need to keep that defense off the field for a little bit and let them get some Gatorade in there.
It's number 16, Parker Wells' 3rd series.
Ball start. Number 70.
5 yard there. Remains 1st down.
False start penalty called once again. And again, anytime you switch quarterbacks, whether it be because of injury or just a change of pace, it takes a while for those offensive linemen to get the call down. There's a snap, a handoff up the middle. Boy, nice running room by number 27 for the Mustangs, Torrey Washington. He's going to get the penalty yardage plus 5 more. It's going to set up 2nd down and 5, and
that's what you need. You need these offensive linemen to go out and do their job now and let them hand the ball off and get used to the offense.
There's a snap, another handoff, and he squirts through the line there. He's going to be close to the 1st down, about a yard shy. Another handoff to Washington. That will probably be the final play here of the 3rd as the clock winds down, and that indeed is it. So a good period there for the Plano East Panthers, not so much for our Mustangs. Our score at the end of 3, Plano East 22, Sachse 7. We'll be back after these messages. Back for the start of the 4th quarter at Williams Stadium. Our score, Plano East 22, Sachse 7. Mustangs facing a 3rd down and 1. They are in Panther territory. Ball marked right inside the 45.
I tell you, 280 total yards for the Panthers and 146 for Sachse. It's getting a little bit lopsided here. Sachse really needs to do something on this drive. Get the ball down there and score. Get back on the board.
So here we go, 3rd down and 1 as we start the 4th quarter. There's a low snap and the ball's loose. Wells has it. He's going to get dropped for a huge loss of 9.
Welcome to varsity football.
Yeah, that one is definitely not on him. As watch the low snap here on the replay, Bobby. Well, once again, number 20 for the Panther defense, the first one in, Jake Hart. And Wells goes down, so it's going to be 4th down and 10 now, and Mustangs looking to punt once again.
They're just bringing everybody on every play.
There's the snap, and Kick off the side of the foot this time, and it's going to bounce out of bounds at around the 35-yard line. So that is an 18-yard punt for the Mustangs, and Panther offense back on the field. And as they're coming out, Bobby, I wanted to get back to this. We've talked a couple times that we were going to come back to it. At the end of the first half, Mustangs, had a little over a minute. They had the ball and 2 timeouts. And, usually you see that Sachse offense. I mean, they're going to try to get up there quick and put some points on the board. And, it looked like they were trying to really play conservative and run the clock out, which just isn't real Sachse-like from what we've seen out of them in, the last several years.
Yeah, Coach Barron kind of knew, I guess, he knows the pulse of his offense, and he realized they weren't doing a whole lot. Maybe he didn't want them to give the ball back to the Panthers with a minute left.
Boy, there's that wide receiver screen again, and this time the Mustangs said, hey, you fooled us once, you're not going to fool us the second time. Number 42 there for the Mustangs with the quick tackle, Travian Davis.
Yeah, and then Devin Kennedy, the middle linebacker's getting over there quick too. Look, he's following it up. Good job. A lot of green to run around out there to be able to get all the way out to the sideline.
Catch made by number 16, Jalen Anderson on that last play, but a gain of only 1, 2nd down and 9. There's a snap, quarterback draw to the left, and boy, nothing doing again. So the Mustang defense stepping up here, and they need to try to get some momentum back for the offense. That's going to be a loss of about 4.
Yeah, those big old front 4 starting to take over again.
Yeah, 95, 90, 96 all on your screen here. There's a look. Initial hit there by number 90, Hunter Spears.
Yeah, they're just strong, big guys. Control that front 4.
Clock continues to run as we're inside of 10 minutes remaining here in the ball game. 3rd down and 12 for the Panthers. Double wing look, there's a snap. Pump fake, and he throws it outside. He's got his man, and that's going to be a 1st down, Panthers.
Whew, what a catch.
Number 86, his first catch of the night, Justin Horton.
Goes up, turns his body towards the quarterback, picks that up. A little pump and go.
Well, you said it, Bobby, a nice catch that time as he turned his body all around in the air. And the Panthers once again in Mustang territory, boy, and that is a false start there.
It looks to me like like Sachse keeps switching. Looks like Sachse keeps switching their defensive backs in and out of the game. As we're watching out here, it looks like a corner or a safety runs off the field and one runs onto the field, and and it's all the way on the other side of the field. It's not like it's right here on the sideline. They're switching the guys all the way on the other side of the field and moving people around, and I'm just wondering if that's what's causing the confusion here.
1st and 15, straight drop back. He gets hit as he throws. He's looking deep.
Did it again.
Well, that was close, but an incomplete pass, of course, looking, as you said, Bobby, for Josh Allison. They've already connected on that once tonight.
Same exact place on the field, too. Just throw it as deep as you can and let him outrun everybody to it.
Well, quarterback took a shot as he threw it as well. Watch this.
60 yards in the air again.
Well, pretty good throw there, Bobby, for getting hit. And luckily for the Mustangs, that pass does fall incomplete. So 2nd down 15 now for the Panthers. There's a snap, the quick throw out, wide receiver screen, boy, and that was almost picked off.
Well, that's a nice play right there by James Leoli. Might be James White, I guess, that made that play.
Yep, you're right, Bobby. 33.
Yeah, he almost did that earlier in the game as well. He's looking for it. Making a great play, great jump on the ball. Your wide receiver's got to make that block in order for that play to happen, or he's going to pick it off and take it the distance.
Yeah, and of course, that's a long throw as well. They're on the right hash, and you're throwing all the way back to the left side. It's a long throw for a quarterback. It gives a lot of time for those backs to recover. There's a quick throw. A little bit of contact out there, and there comes the penalty flag.
Oh, come on now. He breaks for the ball, is going for the ball. the offensive player becomes the defender and knocks him down. I don't think the offensive player even knew the ball was coming.
They're talking about it here. Let's see what the call is. It's a big call right here.
Jalen Anderson's running down the field. He's looking back. The ball's thrown back shoulder.
Offensive pass interference.
Ah.
That penalty's declined. Fourth down.
Well, there you go. He does. That's what I was thinking. He was tackling him, basically becoming the defender. He's going with the ball. He basically tackles him there. So good call.
Offensive pass interference, so they do decline it, and the Mustangs will force a punt here on 4th and 15. There's the snap. Kick is away, but it's a good kick this time. Angles it out of bounds, and it goes into the end zone.
Barely.
So the Mustangs back on offense here, Bobby. They've got to get things going. I know we keep saying that, but time is starting to tick away now. 9:20 remaining in the game, and they trail by 2 touchdowns.
And right now, that Panther defense is swarming. I mean, they're every time they drop back for a pass or whatever, there's 4 or 5 guys coming after that quarterback. And really, they only have 3 down linemen.
There's the snap, the handoff. Coming to the outside. Boy, nice lane that time and a nice run. This is number 22 that time on the carry, Sean Coleman.
And he's a little slasher. He gets through there, and then he's going one way, and then boom, straight up the field, and he slashes right between those defensive linemen. Just a nice little runner.
About 11 yards on the carry, first down. A nice start here to this drive. There's the snap, handoff to 88 coming on the end around. And he gains about 4 yards, 5 yards. So the running game's starting to get things going here a little bit for the Mustangs. It's Charles Washington on that carry.
Still end around. What, 45 right there. He was battling through guys holding him and everything else and makes the tackle.
Second down 5. Another handoff coming outside. He's got some room this time. And boy, nice open field tackle that time by number 18 who comes up to make the stop. Tyler Owens. Bobby, it looked to me like he had a lot of running room. I thought for sure he'd pick up the first down, and then out of nowhere, Owens comes up.
Yeah, Owens coming from the safety side. Finds the ball carrier.
So no gain on that play. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Fakes the handoff. Wells looking to throw it. Here comes pressure. He's going to throw it out. He's got his receiver. Boy,
my goodness.
That linebacker right there, number 20 for the Panthers, Jake Hart, has had a great second half. A loss of 4 on the reception.
It was a good pass here. He was there waiting on him and then just made a great tackle.
So once again, the Mustangs forced to punt it away here. Oh, and it hits one of the upbacks. And he gets clobbered. Plano East is going to have the ball at the 20-yard line. Boy, watch this, Bobby. I don't know that I've ever seen this on the snap. If we can get the replay on the snap, it actually hits one of the upbacks.
I wonder if they were supposed to be snapping it to him and he was supposed to run it and didn't realize it. Nope, just hit him in the shoulders.
Right on the shoulder pad, and boy, watch this punter take some punishment. Boy, so once again, Plano East has excellent field position at the Mustang 21. And I would expect to see them keep it on the ground here to run as much clock as possible. There's a low snap, fakes the handoff. Quarterback's going to keep it to the left side, and boy, nothing doing.
Lost a helmet. He's going to have to come off the field, but boy, what a play.
Yeah, number 44 for the Mustangs right there. Jordan Brooks with the nice play, as you said.
Boom.
Hunter Spears also there on the tackle.
And you get hit by those guys, you might be sore the next day, you think?
Yeah, I believe you would be.
Oh, man, I bet these guys are so sore tomorrow.
Yeah, Plano East playing it smart here. Again, as I mentioned, kept it on the ground, and you notice they're going to run as much time off the clock. They're not even not in a hurry at all.
Taking that play clock all the way down before they snap it. And the way Sachse is going, they're not in too much of a hurry themselves.
There's a snap, quick pitch out, deep pitch to number 27. Who else? Boy, nice job once again. Number 10, Bryce Robinson there on the tackle. He's back on the field now. Interestingly enough, they gave him the extra yard, so I guess they say when Robinson made the tackle that he wasn't down. Did he roll over the top of him?
I guess so, but boy, he chased him down all the way from middle linebacker.
Yeah, they say he never touched down, although there's his knee.
Down.
Oh! So they flat missed that call. Ball should be back at the 20, so that's going to give the Panthers 3 additional yards.
Yep, throw the red flag, Coach. Throw it.
Challenge flag, let's do it. So the Panthers going to call a timeout here as the play clock had reached 1. So I'll tell you what, we'll quickly take a break as well. We've got a big third down coming up when we come back. Our score, Plano East 22, Sachse 7. Big play here as we return to homecoming night at Williams Stadium. And right now the homecoming crowd not excited. 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up here for the defense. There's the snap. Looking to throw it. Another pump fake. Looking towards the end zone. He's got his man. And what's the call here?
He calls it.
Touchdown.
Did he get his feet in?
The official's certainly talking about it. I saw him rule touchdown, so I think that's going to stand. Boy, a great grab
Pump
there
and
by
go.
Jalen Anderson.
Same play as we saw earlier. Oh, his...
Penalty flag on the field here.
Nice catch. Nice throw.
Boy, so hard to see. The official looked like he was behind the receiver as well. It was kind of hard to tell, Bobby. That was a close call on that one. I'm not so sure he had it when he came down.
Yeah, and I think his knee, anyway, landed out of bounds first before his feet hit. But I'm not sure he was kind of juggling the ball anyway, but they give it to him.
Here comes the call. Here's a look at that replay of the touchdown. So here he is. He's got it here. It looks like he's got 1 foot in. But right here.
Number 2 of Sachse. Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 10 of Sachse. Will penalize half the distance on the try for one of the penalties and 15 yards on the kickoff for the other.
Ooh, and you can't lose your cool here. That's 2 unsportsmanlike calls against the Mustangs. So you just heard them call it. One is going to be half the distance to the goal on this extra point. The other, of course, marked on the kickoff.
Yeah, they're getting a little frustrated.
So the kick is up, and it is good. So Boy, a shocked Williams Stadium crowd here tonight. Plano East with the big lead. When we come back, our score, Plano East 29, Sachse 7. We'll be back on GRS TV. Boy, 29-7, Plano East as we can come back to Williams Stadium here for the kickoff. Of course, 15 yards marked off as well. So the Panthers kicking from the Mustang 45. And boy, this is one you just want to kick it on the ground, just kind of squib kick it. Or you could kick it all the way out of the end zone and let Mustangs not even have a chance to return here. And that's what they're going to choose to do. So that ball will come out to the 25-yard line. That's where Sachse will start. But, boy, they got their work cut out for them. I know we keep saying it, but down now by 3 touchdowns. And you've got what is, in essence, a backup sophomore quarterback, on the field, Bobby. It doesn't look good right now for the Mustangs. But, one thing we know is that this Sachse team has athletes all over the field.
But you got to get the ball to the athletes, and they haven't been able to do that tonight. They've not been able to get the ball to any of the wide receivers. They're 4 of 14 in the air, so 4 times your receivers have touched the ball.
Here they go. There's a snap, the handoff. I believe that's 27 now in the game.
Now, earlier we were sitting there saying, maybe they need to score quickly. They need to get the ball downfield and score. Now you're saying, well, they need to get a first down. We've kind of moved it from scoring to at least get the first down and stay on the field.
That was Torrey Washington with that carry. They're going to hand it off to him again, coming out here to the left. He's got some room out here, cuts it back inside, and he will have a first down. So they're going to mark him down at around the 36-yard line. That will indeed move the chains. So again, one bright spot, Bobby, they have gotten the running game going a little bit here in the second half.
Yeah, I think that Plano East has probably moved some other players into the ball game as well. Oh!
Boy, the throw was there that time from Wells to number 6. Chase Cromer, that would have been a big play, but Cromer not able to corral it.
Yeah, the safety comes over and gets his hands right in front of the ball, and it either touched the ball or kind of, it just kind of throws you off just a little bit.
Incomplete pass sets up a 2nd down and 10 now for the Mustangs. Pretty good throw that time from the sophomore. Oh, a busted play here, and Wells is going to go down.
Yeah, they've got a 3-man rush that's getting to the quarterback almost every time he tries to throw the ball. And you would think that they would be able to block that just a little bit. You see number 9, just a free run.
3rd down and about 14 here for the Mustangs. Clock continues to run. We're inside of 5 minutes. And movement right there by the right tackle, and that's going to back him up 5 more.
Yeah, I think, just Sachse's front 4 guys have just not been able to contain the Panthers' 3-man rush. And they've just been able to put so much pressure on the quarterback.
There's a snap. Wells, 5-step drop. Oh, and he slips and falls. That play's going to be dead right there.
Whew, just things aren't going well for Sachse.
Yeah, they're going to have to bring the punt unit out again, and the clock, of course, is going to continue to run. And I think Coach Behrens now is just going to let this clock go as much as possible. And as you said, Bobby, it's just one of those nights where things just haven't gone well.
Yeah, you've had a couple of turnovers. You haven't put in a newer quarterback. Punt. Hits the up back.
There's a snap.
No flag.
Fair catch is called for and made, and the Panthers will take over back on offense. And, here comes the flag.
Yeah, now that he's sitting there hurt, he decides to go ahead and drop it.
Of course, this will be the old, is it running into the kicker or roughing the kicker? Running into, it's only a 5-yarder and no first down. Of course, if it's roughing the kicker, you got 15 and an automatic first. Here's the call.
Running into the kicker, 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
So the kicker did his job because he laid on the ground, acted like he was hurt really bad. Finally, they dropped the flag. Ooh, it could be. I mean, that's a penalty right there. I don't care if he was hurt or not. That's a penalty. I'm glad that they did throw it. That's to protect that punter because you could really, really hurt somebody doing that.
Good to see that young man up and off the field and not hurt. And I believe we did see the Mustangs decline that penalty. They'd rather just go ahead and not re-punt. So here we go. The Panthers with the 1st and 10. Ball close to midfield and got a comfortable 22-point lead here, just under 4 minutes remaining in the game. There's the handoff to the new running back. Boy, nice hole for him, and he's going to pick up 10 yards. Let's give him 11 on the play. The first carry of the night, number 19. That's Alex Aradillas.
Now, there's a lot of new players out there. You see number 41. We hadn't seen him out there playing the wing back.
Boy, not a happy homecoming night here at Williams Stadium for the Mustangs. Of course, things got started off bad to begin with a weather delay. And a handoff and immediately tackled in the backfield by number 95 of the Mustangs.
Yeah, Ryan Jones just been a staple for that defense. Been everywhere.
Here's a look at your starting quarterback here on the night. That's number 12, Xavier Foreman. They got him on crutches right now. And, of course, Bobby, the first play from scrimmage, Foreman, with the 52-yard throw for the touchdown, Sachse with that early 7-0 lead. And really since then, Bobby, nothing has gone much right for the Mustangs. Had their opportunities in the first half, of course. They played on the Plano East side of the field most of the first half, but could only get those 7 points.
Yeah, they couldn't take advantage of it. They really had them inside the 20 a couple of times, just never was able to take advantage and put the ball in the end zone.
Another handoff to number 19. Alex Aradillas, and this time another injured Sachse player on the field. And, boy, you hate to see that in these things. A lot of these younger players, Bobby, as you mentioned, haven't gotten a whole lot of playing time here in this game until now. And, of course, you hate to see him go down. Hopefully everything will be okay with him. Looks like they're checking his right leg, or right hip anyway. But, Bobby, I take you back again. It was early in that third quarter, and the Mustangs, had just had a long run, and they got kind of held up down here in Plano East territory. It was still 7-7, and, they had that 4th down and really less than a yard. And, again, my thought was, go ahead and kick the chip shot field goal. You take a 10-7 lead there, and who knows what happens. Instead, Plano East stuffs them.
Yeah, you got to get on the board there, right?
Plano East stuffs them on that thing, Bobby, and of course then when they take over on downs, they drive right down the field and score the go-ahead touchdown. And
ever since then,
from my standpoint, that was a turning point of the game.
It sure was. Ever since then, it's just been all Plano East.
It's number 98 for the Mustangs that was injured on that play. It's Jack Forthman, and good to see him come off the field. Now we're back to live action. Clock continuing to run. Of course, Panthers in no hurry here to get the snap away. And Looks like the Mustangs will fall to 0-3 here on the early season as we head, of course, next week into district play. Another handoff, number 19.
Another helmet comes off.
So
tighten that thing up a little bit.
Absolutely. We'll be fourth down here, and of course the Panthers will bring on the punt unit. So we mentioned the Mustangs, falling to 0-3, and there may be a lot of doom and gloom, but let me say, folks, don't fret too much, all you Mustang fans, as district play gets set to go, and your team's at 0-3, but they have played 3 really tough ball clubs, and of course, no one wants to be 0-3 starting out, but again, these are 3 quality opponents that the Mustangs have played, and they'll be just fine once district play rolls around.
Yeah, I think they'll need to figure out what they're going to do at quarterback, though, because your starter goes out, and then we really never saw the quarterback that had been playing the first 2 games, Beltran, and so I'm not sure exactly what happened to him, and then your first teamer gets his leg hurt tonight, and now you've got a young guy that hadn't had any snaps before going in there. So I think they've got a lot of things they have to figure out before next week.
So a timeout's been called here. Why don't we just keep it here, guys? I think we can talk this thing through here with 108 remaining. And yeah, you're exactly right, Bobby. I think the quarterback situation, obviously they're going to have to work through that. But again, so much talent on the Sachse team. They've been there, done that before. They're the defending district champs, obviously, and a lot of these players have returned from that. Again, Mustang faithful, they will be just fine come district play here. Back to live action here, 4th down and 12 as the Panthers set to punt it away. Here's a snap and a high end-over-end kick. Come down to number 7 once again. He gets outside here to the left.
Big hit.
And still on his feet, fighting for yardage, but going backwards. And you're right, Bobby, there was a big block.
They've not been able to get the ball to all of these playmakers that they've got, all these wide receivers that have all this speed. Watch this right here. Clear out.
Well, look at the effort by Roche. They're down by 22, and he is just, trying to get some yardage there as much as he can. So Wells back on the field. There's a snap, a quick throw out, a nice throw and catch out here in the flat to number 88, the wide receiver. That is Charles Washington, the senior. He'll get the hurry up going here as well. There's a look at Washington on your screen.
That was a nice throw. That's what you want to do. Just get something easy and fast. Get it out of his hands quick so he's not getting sacked every time. Take the ball and flip it out there to about a 7-yard out.
1st down and 10. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff. Quick throw out again. Once again, this time Washington not able to hold on to it. But again, as you said, Bobby, a quick throw out there is another good throw.
Washington intended receiver.
Get something easy and comfortable. Now look on the far side over there. There's plenty of room. They're playing 10 yards off the receivers. You have plenty of room to throw the ball to them.
There's a handoff, and boy, hit right at the line of scrimmage, and no gain. Matter of fact, a loss of a yard.
And that could do it for the night.
Yeah, I think you're right, Bobby. 22. That was number 22, Sean Coleman for the Mustangs on the carries. We're inside of 14. And yeah, Mustangs coming off the field, and not a good night here for the Mustangs on homecoming night, but a lot of questions that need to be answered for them, and they're going to head into district play next week with an 0-3 record. So our final score tonight from Williams Stadium, Bobby, I've enjoyed it tonight as always. Our final score, Plano East 29, Sachse 7. We'll see you next time on GRS TV.